Hi there. Are you struggling to study for life sciences, accounting, or business studies? Well, you're not alone. Let's break down smart, simple tips to help you get started and study better. Starting with life sciences. Firstly, write out a list, which is your own scope, of all the topics you've done so far and use that list to keep track of your progress. Secondly, go over your diagrams. This means knowing to identify and define each part separately and their functions. Thirdly, you need to do your processes. Write out all the processes required and by heart them with understanding. Next are your terminologies. Now, I know there is a lot of them, but if you master these, then not only will they help you under terminology section, but also they do come into play in the diagrams and processes, so do take your time on this. Then it is time for topic overview reading. Here you need to tick out topics in accordance to your understanding of them, then go over those you identified to be difficult. Lastly, do as many past papers as possible along with any other resources available to you, and write out all the things you got wrong so you know exactly what to go over again as to not make the same mistakes. Next is accounting. Firstly, you need to master the basics. This means understanding core concepts like your assets, liability, equity, income, and expenses, and you need to know how to use the accounting equation. Secondly, understand. Do not memorize. You need to know why you are doing a transaction, not just how, and you need to understand the impact of each transaction on the accounts. Thirdly, know your formats and ratios. You need to be confident with formats for general journals, ledger accounts, income statements, balance sheets, and all your ratios. And then you go to past papers. You need to time yourself when doing past papers, especially the theory part. You need to practice under a time limit to prepare for exams. This builds speed and accuracy so you do not run out of time in exam. Lastly, we have business studies. Firstly, you need to write out a scope. Here you list all the topics you have done so far and use that list to keep track of your progress. Then you need to study as much as possible. This includes making cue cards, mind maps, and summarize points, or anything else that you can do to remember what you studied. Thirdly, you need to prepare at least 3 introductions and conclusions for 3 different types of essays, as this will help you understand the structure that even if you don't get the intros that you practiced, you can easily write out one using the information that you studied when you're in the exam. And lastly, you need to do past papers. Do as much past papers as you can and remember to time yourself so that you will never run out of time during exam. That is all for today at Math with ID Fire. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below or you can email me.